with Toby. Don't forget, tonight at 7 o'clock, E.T. is on the television, talking about things from space. It could only be this week's Parallel 9.
Calendula. Calendula.
Guilty! The Time Barons will take time away from you. From now until forever, you will only wake for 2 hours on the 6th day of the 7 cycle. You will only know the day they call Saturday. Do you have anything to say?
Oh, Bubbles.
It's time for you to pay. Just 10 minutes. You're broken every rule. All the minutes. They're gonna take your time away. Time on after it. As sure as night to stay. Oh, yeah, do it. You'll take your time to love. Always do it. They're gonna take your time away.
Well, yes, it's me, and I'm here, and it's Saturday morning, so it must be Parallel 9. Hello, Tope.
We're all going on a summer holiday.
Hello, Tope. Hello.
No more worries for a week or two.
No, you won't get anything out of him, Cal. He's been like this for the last couple of cycles.
Very odd.
Odd? Don't mince words, Cal. This is the worst version of summer holiday I've ever heard. Cliff Richard must be turning in his tennis shoes.
Greetings, Parallel Niners. I trust both of you are well.
Well, we are, but I don't know about the Tope.
For all our dreams
Why,
come true.
Xanthos Tusk, what's happened to him? It's turned into a karaoke machine. Tope! Tope! Tope, what's the meaning of this? Tope!
Hello, Mercator.
Hello.
Oh, Mercator.
Yes.
Is it Saturday already?
It is, yes. And what has happened to you?
Packing, electronically, of course. Yes, you see, I am planning to take a short holiday.
A holiday?
Yes, you may be in prison here, but I am not. I was thinking perhaps a week in the crystal caverns of Krylos 7.
Well, if it's not asking too much, do you think you could just oblige us with the itinerary of this morning's events?
Oh, yes, certainly, of course.
Well, go on,
Come
then.
along.
Now?
Yes.
Very well, yes. This morning on Parallel 9, we'll join the sporting superstars of the fast and furious world of ice hockey and Sam and Skinette with the backwards bonanza of Parallel Playback. I summon elders Rebecca Thurston and Thomas Collingwood and special guests John Hegley and Grant Wright. Rebecca is aged 11 and comes from Slough in Buckinghamshire. She is a fan of Madonna and hates being bossed about by adults. Thomas is also aged 11 and comes from East Hagbourne in Oxfordshire. What annoys him most is having 3 sisters and no brothers. Grant is more than 11 and comes from Sheffield. He is a champion at speaking backwards and will be demonstrating his skill. John Hegley is living proof that you don't have to be dead to be a poet, and a funny one at that. We'll also be reviewing some new home video releases with Skin and going down to the bayou for more action-adventure with Swamp Thing.
Is that it?
Yes.
Well, it seems rather short.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mercator. I lost track of time, what with getting ready for my holiday and preparing for the visit from my mother.
Your mother? But you're a machine.
Excuse me, still. I am a super advanced biocomputer, not a pop-up toaster. I was developed by another biocomputer to whom I am still networked, a memory universal macro enhanced unit.
M-U-M-E. Mummy.
My mummy, yes. And while I'm away, she's agreed to come and keep an eye on you.
Well, whoopee.
Yes, didn't think I'd leave you on your own, did you? Oh, and before I go, I've just got time to enjoy Tasmin Archer performing her lovely latest single, Sleeping Satellite.
I blame you for the moonlit sky and the dream that died with the eagle's flight. I blame you for the moonlit nights when I wonder why are the seas still dry. Don't blame this hidden satellite. Did we fly to the moon too soon? Did we squander the chance in the rush of the race? The reason we chase is lost in romance, and still we try to justify the waste for a taste of man's greatest adventure. Whoa. I blame you for the moonlit sky and the dream that died with the eagle's flight. I blame you for the moonlit nights when I wonder why are the seas still dry. Don't blame this hidden satellite. Have we lost what it takes to advance? Have we peaked too soon? If the world is for green, then why does it scream under a blue moon? We wonder why. If the earth sacrificed for a price of its greatest treasure, whoa. I blame you for the moonlit sky and the train that died with the eagle's flight. I blame you for the moonlit nights when I wonder why are the seas still dry. Don't blame this hidden And when we shoot for the stars, what a giant step. Have we got what it takes to carry the weight of this concept? Or pass it by like a shot in the darkness, a mark with a sense of adventure. Blame you for the moonlit sky and the dream that died with the eagle's flight. I blame you for the moonlit nights when I wonder why are the seas still dry.
Tasman Archer was brilliant, thanks, Taupe. Oh, you've forgotten your suntan lotion still. Taupe, hello. Too late, he's gone. But he's left a note. No milk till next Saturday. P.S. Latest episode of Parallel Playback under Matt. Let's take a look.
Yes, it's Parallel Playback, the game show that starts where the others finish. They've already got prizes, now all they have to do is give them back to win the game. Here to help them is the reverse rules master, Mr. Spam Ulalax.
Goodbye, Spam Ulux here, telling you that the love of money is the root of all game shows, but not this one, because this is Parallel Playback, and as usual, last things first, so let's say a goodbye to the Goldilocks who bears all skinheads. And I must say, Skinhead, that's a marvellous dress you're wearing, Sugar.
Oh, thank you, Spammy. You say the sweetest things.
And have you enjoyed playing the show this week?
A week, Spammy. I'd rather call it a decade.
Is that the time?
Oh, yes, it is. And it's time to replay...
Playback! And who did you have on the show for me today?
Well, this week, Spammy, we had Huckleberry from Hagools and Samot from Shire, Oxford. And they both enjoyed playing
Playback. So let's get the game off to a good finish as we begin with our last round.
Backfire.
Backfire, our quick-fire backwards round where you get the chance to give back
5 prizes
for each right answer. And for each question, there's 2 sounds. If you're right, there's a song. If you're wrong, it's a bong on the gong. Let's see who's first for the questions.
Well, first, Spammy, this week, we have Hackaba.
Hackaba. This is a Zabian photograph of a bridge over the River Thames. What is the bridge called? Something bridge?
London.
Oh, no, not London Bridge. Tower Bridge. Now, Samot, spell round backwards.
D N U N. No.
The spelling you're looking for is D-N-U-O-R. But not to worry, lots of time to get some points. Now, Hackaba, who is this quick-on-the-draw cartoonist? The quick-on-the-draw cartoonist.
Quick draw. Go.
No, sorry. Rolf Harris. Now, Samot. This is a Zabian photograph of a famous London landmark. What is it called?
Tower.
Go on. The Tower of London, that is... Take 5 prizes. And now, Hackaba, spell about backwards.
T U O B A.
That is... Take 5 prizes! Well done, the pair of yous. Now, Samot, who is this? He'll box your ears if you get this wrong. He's a boxer? Oh, unfortunately, Frank Bruno. Skinhead, let's check. How did they score?
I don't know. I can't cope anymore.
Tope, how did they cope?
At the end of the final round, Hackaba has given back 5 prizes and Samot has given back 5 prizes, which means that they both have just 1 empty shelf.
Well done, Hackaba and Samot, neck and neck. You'll have to chase more space as we got to round 2. Rewind. And, of course, Rewind is our round where backwards sound and video give you the chance to give back...
10 prizes.
10 prizes for each right answer. Who's first for the question, Skinette?
Well, this time, Spanny, with first person is Hackaba.
Hackaba! Watch this piece of Zabian film.
The ball boy running backwards is the signal for the ball to come on. There it comes, and it's going to the first player, and it picks up enormous velocity and speeds. It goes backwards and forwards, and the object of the game, of course, is for the player to try and get the ball in the air and claim a service. Yes, she held it. She's got it. Well done.
Can you tell me, Hackaba, the name of an area of London that gives its name to the most famous tennis championships?
Wembley.
No, not Wembley. Oh. Wimbledon. Samot, look at this clip.
What a trick he's playing with his cap there. And he'll do anything he can to confuse the batsman, rolling over like that and then flipping in the ball. And now it's the batsman's turn. He'll swivel about and confuse the bowler. And now the bowler has it. And, of course, the batsman's there saying, confuse me if you can.
Now, Samot, this summer, England are playing a series of cricket test matches against which Asian country?
Pakistan.
That is... Take 10 prizes, Skinette. Now, Hackaba, listen to this piece of music which introduces a programme on CBBC telling you what's happening on your planet. What is the program called?
News round.
That is... Take 10 prizes from Hackaber's shelves. Now then, let's check that it is News Round by seeing it and hearing it. Now, Samot, listen to this theme tune of the CBBC program that tells you about great achievements. Can you tell me the name of the program? You can't? The name of the program is...
Record Breakers!
Record Breakers. Let's make sure of that by seeing it and hearing it. Now, Hackaber, have a look at this piece of Zarbian film.
The underwater jumping and toe-pointing championships, the toe-pointing that's very important. There he goes, flipping up, and notice that beautiful toe point. That'll win him a lot of points with the judges. And here goes down another contestant. Up he comes, 4 spins there, and he's forgotten to point his toe. Probably too dizzy, you see, he's forgotten about it. And now another one coming up, a beautiful one here, a lovely flight there, and a brave attempt, but left it a little too late. This is the last one coming up now. Onto the board there. No, he's got cramp in his foot, and he's lost, he's failed, and he knows it.
Hackaber, can you tell me what is the name given to ships that travel underwater?
Submarines.
That is... Take 10 prizes! Now, Samot, and for you, the last piece of Zarbian film.
This is the Zarbian alarm bed. It flips the commuter up and into the tube. Here he is, trying to have a few extra moments in bed, clinging onto the bed springs. But once you're off to work, you're off to work. Mind the gap. Into the tube you go, and don't forget your marbles. There you go.
Lots of fast work going on there, but can you tell me, Samot, which speed is faster? 100 miles an hour or 100 kilometers an hour?
100 miles per hour.
That is... Take 10 prizes. Skinhead, let's check. How did they fare?
Oh, I don't know, and I really don't care.
Tope, how did they cope?
At the end of round 2, Hackaber has given back 25 prizes, and Samot has given back 25 prizes, which means that it's still a tie with 3 empty shelves each.
And now it's time to get off to a good start with our final round, round 1. I'll go to the starting point. Skinette, Sugar.
Yes, sweetie?
Would you like to announce it?
Certainly, Sugar.
Thanks, sweetie.
The final round is over there, but do come back, because it's back and there.
And, of course, in round 1, you could get to give up to 25 prizes each as you chase that space. Prizes for the end, prizes for the middle, and prizes for the start. Here's what you have to do. As you can see, 2 messy fruit cocktails. You have to reassemble the lot into a bowl of fruit and a jug of orange juice. Then travel safely back over the obstacle course, unpopping your 3 balloons at the end. Well, go!
Samot out of his chair, far too anxious, and Hackaber there collecting points. 5 points for waiting, and 5 points for that very delightful way that she just jiggled her hands in the air. She feels she's got all the time in the world, and that's the Zarbian rules. Last to leave, of course, is going to score points, and last into the winning point. And here they are with the fruit. You see her moving with enormous skill, separating the fruit from the juice, and gathering up a banana there, and putting it easily back into its skin. He has much more difficulty. He's got a peach there. He's making rather a mess of it and hiding it, I think, behind the glass so that we won't see what he's up to. He's making rather a mess. Meanwhile, my calculator's buzzing away. I'll have to give you the figures in a moment. There she goes with another banana. Look at that. What technique. Isn't that brilliant, the way she placed the skin on with such confidence? And she's moved on to an orange. Smiling. Do you see that? the glint of her eye as she puts the parts of the orange together, segment by segment, with such confidence the skin just slipped on at the end, and she's moving on to more and more fruit, while he is all the time hiding what he's doing, and a bit of peat stuck on his glass there, trying to squash that into shape. Well, we'll see whether he succeeds in a moment. She's got everything going for her. Another orange. Absolutely masterly, the way that she does that. Moving in easily, both hands working together. Look at that, segment by segment. You can put the last segment in right at the last moment and just pressing it home with her thumb as she places it in the bowl beside her. So you have to remember to pull her thumb out, of course, otherwise it will stay in the orange. Made a slight mistake there, moving ahead with the bowl. He'll pick up points, of course, for leaving the bowl last. We make it at the moment. She's got 24 points and he has only 11, but he's moving with great confidence back onto the rail, and she's put her foot down. He's taking his time on the rail. He's picking up points on the rail. He's got 10 points there. That makes him, I say, 21. And what do we make her? 24. Will they pick up any more up the slide? No, they're neck and neck. Into the balloons, both stitched together. He has 21. She has 24. 24.
And at the end of round 1, Samot has given 46 prizes back and Hackaba has given 49 prizes back, so the winner, by just half an empty shelf, is Hackaba!
Well done, Hackaba, for coming first. And as you did come first, you can select 2 of these magnificent prizes. And Samot, for coming a very, 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 very close second, you can select 1.
Yes, they're truly magnificent Spacemongers prizes. Now, a big, ginormous hand for the host of the show, Spam
You're all too kind. Hello to you. It's the show that's new, as you know, right? Can be... wrong. But before we begin, we'd like to sing to you, your pets, your mothers and fathers, a little song. Go we everywhere, do we ever what? Together it through, go always will.
You know, I really think that this community service is doing Spam Nulilux a galaxy of good.
Yes.
And with the aid of Skinette, he's almost become a nice person.
Mm-hmm.
And I like her frocks and the way she does her hair. Oh, this is ridiculous. Sitting around here waiting for the taupe's mother to arrive.
If the taupe says his mum's coming, she will.
Cal's right. Don't forget that that taupe represents the peak of artificial intelligence.
Ah, but if it had any real intelligence, Mercator, it wouldn't be here, would it? So if you'll excuse me, I have better things to do.
Well, it's not here anymore, is it? It's gone on its holidays to the Crystal Caverns of Krylos 7, and I'm quite looking forward to meeting his mum, aren't you?
And it's Skin, coming down the wing, into the penalty area. He's just about to shoot. Where's the ball? Here! Oh, on the head.
Boys, good header, Mercator.
Oh! Hey! Mercator, you seem to be waiting for something.
Well, that might be because I am waiting for something.
Oh, well, that would explain it. What is it exactly?
The taupe's mum.
Oh, I see, the taupe's mum. The taupe's mum? What a load of space bilge.
Young man, moderate your language.
He's here.
Come on, that's Topi putting on a silly voice. It's a load of snograx.
I've told you once, young man, mind your language.
I think you better listen to her, Skin.
Oh, gravelax to my language.
That does it. You can wash your mouth out with soup.
Oh, I can't bear being on the same planet as a bar of soap, let alone eating it.
Then let that be a lesson to you. Now, everyone, it is time for swooping.
Good. At last, some sense are out of that crystal creep.
And you can go to your room. Attention, Parallel 9! This is Mrs. Toop telling you that still to come this morning, we have Skin's video review, some ice hockey spills and chills, a rhyming guest, John Henry, and a man who can speak backwards.
Think so. Are you ready?
No, I'm the roadie.
Walk this way.
Are you sure I have to carry all this stuff?
Oh, yes. If you want to be a roadie for the supergroups like Genesis and U2 and me also.
Yes, I do. But I thought a roadie's job would be a lot different. I thought I might have to, you know, like, chop through a path through the rainforest for the likes of Sting.
Oh, no.
Or
no.
make sure Mick Jagger's got a big tube of chapstick.
Testing.
Or make sure that Madonna has her underwear on the outside of her clothing.
Oh, no, think so. You see, you can't do that. What a roadie does is what you're doing. You fetch and carry all the equipment for the star, which in this case is...
Steel.
Well, yes, she is the star, but I am the support act.
So if you're the support act, Steel is the main act, where does that leave me?
You are the bad act.
Oh, good.
No, bad. Go!
Oh, what's all this noise?
Oh, Cal, you are just in time. You are just in time to announce the next act.
Oh, thank you. Right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I give you a fine instrumentalist and a fine poet. I give you, ladies and gentlemen, John Hegley.
And now a song. This song is called Glad to Wear Glasses, Glad to Have Ears. They can call me Softy, as ofty as they please, but still I'll stand... Sorry, I spat then. But still I'll stand by these, my little optical accessories. They stop me walking into lampposts and trees when it's foggy and I'm out walking with my doggy. My doggy don't wear glasses, so they're lying when they say the dog looks like its owner, aren't they?
Welcome to Parallel 9, John.
Hi.
I'm Calendula. What does it feel like to be the first poet in space?
No, Mercator was the first poet, actually. I met him at a Martian Poets Convention.
Really? You're old friends?
Yeah, and I've written this poem about him for today, specially.
Thank you.
There once was a man called Mercator whose life was involved with potato. He came out in a rash that was all made of mash, and the last line I'll do a bit later.
Very, very good. What does Herman think of it?
Ah, Herman. Herman's my dog, viewers.
How long did that poem take you to write?
Oh, that one, about 3 years. This is Herman. He's a Sack Russell.
Hello, Herman.
And I've had him since he was a puppet. Just getting ready. Hold on. Just a moment.
Are you all right, Herman?
Don't try this with the dogs at home, viewers, will you? There we are.
Herman, pleased to meet you.
Hi.
What do you think of John's poems?
Fantastic.
Really?
Aye.
Don't you think it's time that you branched out on your own, Herman?
Branched out? What do you think I am? A log? I'm not a log, I'm a dog, right? And there's a lot of differences between logs and dogs. Dogs, right? Dogs are not generally used as fuel, right? And it is not cruel to abandon a log, OK?
Right. You're a poet as well, aren't you?
Aye.
Where'd you come from?
Bradford, West Yorkshire.
Bradford? I come from Manchester, so
Aye.
we're
Well, I've
quite...
got a poem about a dog from Bingley.
Have you?
Yeah.
Go on, then.
All right, well, this is a dog that passed on, right, died, and was kept on... was kept on by the owners.
Oh.
It's called Relaxing with Taxidermy.
Go on.
They were really chuffed when their chihuahua got stuffed. No need to feed her or walkies on a leader. No more poop to scoop. And doesn't she look smashing on the mantelpiece? And she'll always look at the camera now. I don't know why we bothered having her alive at all. It's a cracker.
It's a cracker, isn't it? When did you discover your talent for poetry? No,
No,
not you, John. You can shut up now. Sorry, when did you discover your talent for poetry?
The first time was actually, it was rhyme. I was really interested in rhyme as a kid. The first rhyme I heard was, do you like jelly, I'll punch you in the belly. And I immediately thought, this is really good. It's much more effective than, do you like blancmange, I'll push you, isn't it?
It is? Well, I don't know. I don't know. It's growing on me. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely prefer
Do you think...
rhyme. Prefer rhyme.
Do you think of yourself as a comic or a poet?
A comic poet, I think.
Not a poet, comic.
Well, here, yeah, because it's all sort of round the other way here. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on, give us another one.
Yeah, this is about a Martian. This was one that, from the Martian Convention, actually. There was a young creature from space who entered a three-legged race. He was not very fast. In fact, he came last because he was a bag of oven-ready chips. That's a good one, isn't it?
How long does it take you to think of these, and why?
Why? Yeah, it's a good question. But I started off writing poems about my glasses when I was younger, the first time I walked on stage, somebody shouted out, "Get off, Buddy Holly," which isn't what you'd expect at a nativity play, is it?
No.
So I've been writing plans about glasses and then other things, and then Herman came along, and I don't know, it's just really nice to be with him, really.
Oh, well, would you like to link us to the next thing? And now...
Ah, yes, and now, kids, stay in your pews. It's the video reviews.
Stand by! Roll 'em! And
No, so that is my job.
Oh, what's my job, then?
You hand out the popcorn. And now, welcome to Skin Video Review, this week with two US comedy hits, Steve Martin in Father of the Bride and John Candy in Delirious. Here to review it are Rebecca and Thomas. Here we go, Skin Video Review, take one. Don't! Oh, 3 long drinks, think so, and a plaster for my nose. Thank you. So, Rebecca, Father of the Bride with Steve Martin, what's all this about?
Well, it's about this girl who comes home from Rome and surprises her family at the dinner table that she's going to get married.
Mm.
And her father doesn't like the idea of this. Doesn't like the son-in-law, the new son-in-law.
Does
but
he-
it all turns out
He
nice
goes along with
and
it in the
happy.
end?
Yeah.
Good. Let's have a look at a clip. This is where Steve Martin tries to take a sneaky peek at his daughter's future father-in-law's bank account and ends up in very deep water. Father of the Bride, take one. Yes, thank you. Thank you, lovey.
It's all right, sweetheart.
Thomas, Father of the Bride, what did you think of it?
I thought that it was a good film, and I agreed. I felt that George was quite right in thinking that the boyfriend wasn't that good.
Who was your favourite character?
I like George.
George, Steve Martin, of course. And Rebecca, your favourite character?
Frank, the man who sorted out all the wedding.
Oh, played by Martin Short. He talks like this all the time. Can't understand a word he says. Did you think that it was right for Steve Martin to be worried about his daughter marrying at such an early age?
No, because he married his wife when she was 21 and his daughter's 22.
So that was okay by you? Good. Well, that's Father of the Bride. Now on to the next one, which is John Candy in Delirious. And let's have a look at a little clip first, and then we'll have a chat. This is where John Candy fantasises about being the Lone Ranger. Hi-ho, John Candy, Delirious, take one. Oh, yes. Thomas, without giving too much away, tell me what happens in this.
Well, it's all about the man of John Candy who writes film scripts. And when he goes off for the weekend one day, he's going whizzing around corners in his car and then he crashes. And one of his best film scripts that he ever wrote, he found himself in. And everything he wrote on from then came true on his typewriter.
And then nightmare, really.
He was shot. And he found himself back in his own world.
Good Lord. Quite a story, that, isn't it? And I hear that you are quite a John Candy fan, Rebecca. Is that true?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because in every film he goes in, he's always got something to do with comedy in it.
Yes.
Got to have comedy.
Good. Which out of the two films did you prefer?
I liked Father of the Bride.
And you, Rebecca?
Delirious.
Delirious, that's one each. That's a vote for each, but they're both very funny films, so I recommend them. They come out in September. And now it is competition result time. And the Tom and Jerry competition a few weeks ago, the question was, what was the name of the bulldog in the Tom and Jerry cartoons? The answer, Rebecca?
Spike.
Spike it was indeed. And there were 5 winners, and here are the winners. They were Tina Vaughan-Williams from Crawley, Ben Cook from Poole in Dorset, Alistair Farr in Forest, Morayshire, Alex Valentine in Hertford, Kirsty Rednidge in Bristol. You shall all be receiving 5 of these, one each. So congratulations, that is it for this week. See you soon. Skin Video Review. Wrap!
1, 2. Think so, Skin, still playing out one day.
Oh, yes, thank you, Think so. It's so nice to see you trying. I am the star.
Parallel 9, allow me to...
Yes, thank you, Think so. I'm the star, you're the roadie, you stand at the back.
Why can't I sing?
Because Thogron never blessed you with a voice.
Oh, what about Skin?
Well, he never blessed him with one either.
Oh, I heard that. What are you doing?
Roadieing. Singing.
Nothing.
This is my equipment.
Girls, stop this yobbish behaviour. Seal, I want you to take back that remark about Skin.
Oh, you do you?
Yes, and to help you take it back, I have summoned one of Earth's leading experts on backward speaking. speaking. Grant Wright, who is with Calendula now.
Thank you, Taupe. Yes, Grant Wright here would be well at home on Zarb because he is a master of backwards talking.
I'm allowed to folk Tebere.
Come again?
Good morning, Calendula. I am well chuffed to be here.
Oh, man, thank you. Why do you talk backwards, Grant?
I don't know why I do it. It's just something I can do.
Why, though? I mean, when did you first discover the talent?
I think I was about 6 years old. A friend of mine had heard Little and Large say that Valdunicum backwards was Lavnakinud. And just for the laugh, we tried to figure out some more backwards words, and I found that I could do it pretty much at will.
Is it a talent that everybody has?
No. Some people have, some people don't. It's just some weird thing.
Do you ever practice?
Well, it's not so much as practice as habit. When I'm watching a television programme, I'll read the credits backwards, or when I'm riding on a bus, I'll read all the street names backwards.
Don't you ever feel silly admitting to being a backwards speaker?
Not really. Why should I? Because it's something pretty much only I can do.
Does it ever come in useful? Have you ever got yourself out of tricky situations or something?
Not really. It's good for winding people up.
So it's completely useless, and but it takes a talent, does it?
That's right. Some people can do it, some people can't.
You're very lucky.
Thank you very much.
I wish I could. Can you say thank you very much backwards?
We can at your ever come.
How did I mean? If I was to sort of say a word, do you find yourself switching it round mentally?
That's right. Well, do you know when you ever think of a word, you sort of get a picture of it in your mind? Well, when I get that picture, I seem to have time to be able to reverse it. So I see it both forwards, and then I can have time to say it backwards.
I think you're amazing.
Thank you very much again.
I wish I could do it.
Well, you can't. I can.
What's the longest word you can do?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Go on.
I'm snare right now, I'm still about to say ditna.
There's no way I can check that, but I believe you. Since you're so good at Zarb backwards talking, would you help with the Zarb news?
Yeah, sure.
Right, here it goes. Good morning. I'm Calendula, and here is the Zarb news.
Dugan in Rom. Eres et leller up in Swen, me Tanag.
The Taupe left today for a short holiday on Krylos 7.
Et I pot felja datrofe tros jadilo no soleruk neves.
His mum, the controversial Mrs. Taupe, has taken over his job while he's away.
Se mum et les revert noxum I pot sa nico trovo se boj elusa yawa.
A nameless Parallel 9 spokesman was quoted as saying, "Thogrun's kneecaps, and people say I can be bossy."
A leller up in nostrecipus so the toxagneas snogrod spakink na el propia sana kabisob.
And thank you very much. This is the end of the Zarb news.
We can at your come, sits at the net for its when.
You're mad. Do any of your friends join in with you?
Not really.
I'm not surprised, really.
Well, I've won some money off them sometimes.
Have you?
Yeah, they've bet me they could come up with a word I can't say, and I've proved them wrong.
You're brilliant.
Thank you.
Oh, I think you're amazing. I want to do it. Will you teach me?
I'll try.
Thank you. Have you noticed, actually, that there are some words in the English language that are spelt the same forwards as backwards? Zarb words, you might say. They're called palindromes, like words like mum and dad and madam. Well, we've got a competition. If you can tell us what the longest palindrome is, put your name and address on a postcard to P9 BBC TV, PO Box 9000, London W12 8ZZ. This weekend, two of North America's top ice hockey teams are going to get together for a no-holds-barred showdown at Wembley Arena. But Stu Grimson of the Chicago Blackhawks and JJ Denyo of the Montreal Canadiens, newsreader here, took time out from practice to take some younger players through their paces. This is what happened.
Come on, now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing, say it again. Now that we found love, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with it?
Have I ever had any fights? I've had, if I recall correctly, I've had a couple of fights. I've had a few.
My name lends itself
I believe very easily to the nickname the Grim Reaper. I play a physical variety of hockey. Ice hockey can be a very physical game, often is a very physical game, with bursts in any game that could lead to a more, perhaps, violent nature.
I think you avoid injury by playing a little bit of finesse against big hockey players. If you take, for example, myself comparing to Stu Grimson, who's here with me today. Stu is a big physical hockey player, and I compare myself as a finesse hockey player, so I have to avoid big guys like Stu or like other big guys in the NHL to hit me and try to avoid them and try to get away from them. So usually smaller players are a little faster, and they're able to do that.
In ice hockey, there's a lot more things to do. Like, you've got to watch the offside, there's lots of checking. It's a fast game, there's lots of skating around. And when you watch it, like when you watch football, it's just loads of players all darting around. And like half the time they're just walking and kicking footballs. It's not very exciting. And in ice hockey, it's really fast, and you're watching the puck fly all over the place and lots of checking, and it's quite fun.
What can we do? What are we gonna do? Roses are red and violets are blue. Love is good and plenty if you get plenty good loving. Kiss you where you're hot, do what I got to keep you bubbling.
This is where I want JJ to put it. I see a lot of guys as we're skating around the cones, we have our sticks up here rather than on the ice. It's easier for JJ to find me and give me a pass if I can give him a target like this.
It's always important, guys, to keep your stick ahead of you. If you keep your stick behind, you won't be able to cushion the puck way behind. So if you keep your stick ahead of you, you'll be able to cushion it.
We're keeping our heads up. I'm looking at JJ's stick.
JJ always has a target.
I want to pass it, and he's giving me a target at the same time. If he doesn't have the puck, he's giving me a target where he wants me to put it.
Always keep your stick ahead and give a target. It's very important, guys.
Okay. A good defenseman will watch me in here. Okay, so the things that I can do are try to fake him with my head. I can show him that I'm going this way and come back, or you see by throwing my shoulders and my head the other way, I can show him that I'm going that way and come back. Or sometimes I can just try and beat him with raw speed.
Keep it funky, baby, yeah. Put your hands together now, come on.
Costs quite a bit, sometimes over about 200, the full kit. It's an expensive sport.
You got to keep on until the do it like this. You don't stop, and don't quit. You got to keep on and on and on.
Fast, it's tough. I like it because it's fun.
Come on. Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it?
Not Exactly torval indeed, eh? It looks lethal. Anyway, the Blackhawks and the Canadians face off at Wembley Arena next Saturday and Sunday at 2 o'clock. That's next Saturday and Sunday, the 12th and 13th of September. But if you can't get along to the game, you've got a chance to win the gear. You can win caps and shirts if you can answer this very simple question, which is, 2 teams play in the final of the National Hockey League each season. What trophy do they play for? 2 teams play off in the final of the National Hockey League each season. What trophy do they play for? Answers on a postcard to the usual P9 address, P9 BBC TV, PO Box 9000, London W12 8ZZ. And happy birthday, Aaron Cole! Happy 6th birthday!
Polishing Mrs. Tope.
Polishing Mrs. Tope. You don't usually polish the taupe.
Well observed, Calendula.
Listen, as Crown Prince of Zob, don't you find this just a little bit demeaning?
Demeaning is the very word I'd use. But Mrs. Tope has threatened to send me to bed without any more earth guests or even Ovaltine, whatever that might mean.
Mrs. Tope, you're not related to my mum, are you?
Oh, I don't think so.
There you are, Mrs. Tope, so shiny I can see my own face reflected in your whatnot.
Ah, good. Because in that case, you'll know that you need a haircut.
Haircut?
Oh, that hair, you look like a hippie.
No, eyebrows, not hippie.
Oh, only joking, Mercator. Now I'll let you go and play.
Oh, thank you.
Just as soon as you've done one last minor chore.
Minor chore?
Yes, according to my son's database, you've been on this planet for well over 6 Earth months now.
Yes, 6 months.
And no one has bothered to do the washing up.
Oh, no. Cal, hold these. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to leave this till next week, next Saturday. I'm very sorry to leave you with it, but I'd rather cut short my visit and be back in my pod than have to do this lot.
Oi! You two! I'll wash, you dry. Deal? See you next week. Bye!
It's time for you to pay. Just can't win it. You're broken every rule on the limit. They're gonna take your time away. Time on into it. As sure as night is day. On into it. You've taken time to love. Always do it. They're gonna take your time away.
In a couple of minutes, Grandstand with comprehensive live coverage of the cricket final between Leicestershire and Northamptonshire, and later racing from Haydock Park. But what's the weather going to do? Here with all the answers is Suzanne Charlton.